Hello everyone, so today I'll be answering the third question of my CCR, which is that how did my production skills develop through this project? So before making Flawless, my experience with filmmaking was limited, although I did know something about the filming, cinematography, but I had limited exposure towards it. I did not know that the film requires so many tasks with so much depth, like the pre-production, research and planning, post-production, etc. The first task which I did was the first day at college, in which I used basic camera angles and movement, and as for the editing part I used basic sound and no color grading was done. However, in my initial project I got to know more about the camera angles and its meaning, like the canted angle used to show disorientation. As compared to my first task in my opening sequence, I had tasks ready like the short list, script breakdown, prop list, and storyboard, which helped me in my shoot as I was aware about my next step. Moving forward, in my opening sequence, I did not have a tripod for the static shots, which did improve my cinematographic skills, but it led to shaky shots. Another key learning from my mistakes was that the presence of assistant director is very important for coordination and ideas, which was a lack in my shoot, due to which all the load of crew, props, shoot, set design, management was on me, which definitely leads to lack of ideas, but due to my leadership qualities, I think I was able to handle it all alone. My opening sequence made me learn that lighting creates a vast effect in films and gives it a meaning. Through my projects in class, I did learn how to manage lighting and how to source it, and then finally how to give it a meaning, like the blue light always used as the moonlight. Still then, according to me, the lighting part was the most crucial part in my film. However, in my preliminary task, the lighting was low-key and it was similar to the final project, so it was easy for me to decide the lighting with meaning. The last but the most critical part was the editing part in my film, as it was a time to compile all the small chunks to make a whole piece of film. And the cherry on top was the new editing app I used, Adobe Premiere Pro. Previously, I only used CapCut or VN app for editing, but Adobe Premiere Pro was a whole new experience for me. Because of the various elements present in the Adobe Premiere Pro, the editing of my film took most of the time in the entire block making. But I did got a lot of exposure in the editing part, as I was able to learn the professional editing app. I use limited settings and easily accessible, like I used my room and drawing room for shooting, which I think was beneficial for me, as shooting at a place which requires permission like train station or science lab etc. leads to delay and should have to be done in a specific time period. In my opinion, my decisions of limited props and settings and limiting my opening sequence to just 2 actors helped me, as it saved my time and helped me to carry out my tasks like character profile, set designing, and prop list in detail. Lastly, I also learned how to carefully layer the sounds and music, as in my opening sequence there were no dialogues and I had to convey my whole film through music and sound effects. Each stage from pre-production to editing has given me insights of filmmaking and contributed for me in learning and to make me a better filmmaker. Moreover, the entire project introduced me to different apps, websites, hardware, technologies, and tools which increased